Hello everyone, thank you for stopping by. In this video, I'll be showing you how to make this beautiful Zara cap. If you're interested in learning how to make it, then this video is for you. For this Zara cap, I use 2 away or 2 pieces of Asooke. You can use any other fabric of your choice, okay? And my Asooke is by 75. My Asooke is 6.5 by 75 inches. Here are the materials needed to make it: Asooke fabric, Mako, measuring tape, chalk, machine needle and thread, elastic band, 1-inch elastic band, glue, scissors and pins. I will start by measuring and cutting out 2 27.5 inches. Okay, next I will be overlapping by 1/4 inch and I will take to my sewing machine. I will sew them together. Next, I'll be folding in the 2 sides. I'll be folding each of them twice. Let's say this is the wrong side facing me, so I'll be folding it towards me. You can see I'll fold in 1/4 inch, 1, 2. I folded it in twice. I'll take to my sewing machine and I'll sew. I'll repeat the same thing for this side. Okay, this is it after folding in the 2 sides. Next, still the wrong side facing me, I'll fold in half like this. Okay, you can use chalk and mark the middle, or you can just attach a pin there. Okay, next I will get one of my Makos. I've already cut them out and the measurement is 18 inches by 2 3/4 inches. Okay, that is 18 inches by 2.75 inches. Okay, then next I'll be marking, I'll fold in half and I'll be marking the middle. Okay, this is it. Then I'll be placing it on my Asooke. Let me just shift the pin so that I can know where the middle is. Okay, I will bring it out 1/2 inch here, middle to middle. I'll hold them together, then I'll fold like this. You can see. I'll hold with pin so that it doesn't move. Then I'll come to the side here. I'll be pinning here down because I want to keep the Mako in place inside the Asooke. I'll repeat the same thing on this side. Then I'll take to my sewing machine and I'll sew from here to here. Okay, this is it after sewing it. Next, you can remove the pins. Okay, remember I folded it towards the wrong side, so next I'll turn to the right side. Then I'll try and shift my Asooke so that the sewn part will come down around 1 inch. And see the way I'm shifting it gradually. Just take your time. Okay, so this is it. You can see I've shifted it to around 1 inch of where my Mako is, so I'll place it like this. Okay, you should have something like this. So this is now the front part. Next, I'll measure where the Mako stops. I'll measure the 2 excess parts to be sure that they are equal, that the 2 sides are equal. Okay, this is to ensure that my Mako is still at the middle of my Asooke. Then next, I will turn to the wrong side. I'll be holding here with pin so that it doesn't move. Next, I will get the elastic bands and the measurements are 1 inch by 2 3/4 inches. I have them in 2 places. Next, I'll be inserting it. Then I'll be placing half an inch on top of the marco and sew it down. So I'll insert it. You can see I've placed it. I can feel the half an inch on top of it. You can measure to confirm. Then I will be pinning the elastic band to keep it in place. Okay, this is it. Then next I will take to my sewing machine, just where the marco ends. I will sew there. I will sew from here to here, just on the band. You can see this band where it ends. You can see I'll be stopping here. When I get to where the elastic is, I will sew there multiple times. Okay, this is it. After sewing it, I have repeated the same thing for the other side. You can see. So next, you can remove the pins. Okay, next I will now pull out the elastic. Okay, I will bond these edges. Okay, I'll bond the edges. You can see. Okay, next I'll pull it out. Then I'll take to my sewing machine. I'll top stitch on where the elastic is. Okay, I'll just sew on it multiple times. I'll repeat the same thing for this side. This is it. After sewing it, you can see I sewed it half an inch after the edge. I did the same thing on this side. So next I'll set aside. I'll get the other marco. Okay, for this the measurement is 19 inches by 2¼ inches. I'll also cut out an asooke to wrap the marco, and the measurement is 22 inches. So next I'll first fold in half an inch on both sides. You can glue it together, or you can sew it, anyone you prefer. So I'll fold in half an inch on both sides. Okay, I'll apply glue. I'll allow it to dry a little, then I'll fold it in. This is it. Next I'll fold in half to mark the middle. I'll repeat the same thing on the marco. And see, then I'll place middle to middle. Okay, next at the top I'll bring out 2 inches, then place my marco middle to middle. Then I'll apply my glue. Okay, I'll allow it to dry a little. Okay, then I'll wrap it. Wrap it tightly. After that, next I'll apply glue here, just at the edge. You can see what I'm doing. Okay, when the glue has dried a little, okay, I'll wrap it tightly. Okay, this is it. Okay, next, this will be the wrong side, so I'll place it like this. Okay, you can see the way I placed it. They should be equal at the sides and at the top. You can see. So I'll take to my sewing machine. I'll sew and I'll sew. You can sew with your sewing machine, needle and thread, or apply glue. Okay, this is it. After sewing, if you are sewing them with your sewing machine, pull out here before sewing. You can see. You can see it. You can see the way it is. If you're applying glue, if you want to apply glue here, you need to curve it before applying glue. That means you wait after folding and sewing and making your Zara cap, then you can now attach it with glue. Okay, you can now attach here with glue. Okay, next I'll fold like this. Okay, you can see right side facing each other. Then I'll take to my sewing machine. I'll be sewing half an inch from here down to here. Okay, this is it. After sewing it, next I will gather from here to here. Okay, So I'll make a running stitch and I'll gather it. Ensure to double thread your needle before gathering. Okay, so I'll make a running stitch and pull. Okay, I'll pass my needle back. Then you can pass it back again, then knot. Okay, this is it. Okay, this is what I have. So if you're not sewing them at the sides, you can just apply glue now. Apply glue behind and just place this on top of it. You can see, just place. Even after sewing, you can also decide to apply glue too. Just apply glue to keep it in place, but I won't be applying. I'll just leave it like this. Okay, so next I'll set aside to work on the design at the back. Okay, next I'll get my leftover fabric. What I have left here is 68 inches. Okay, from 55 to 70 inches can work. Okay, this is it. So I'll fold like this. Next I'll sew them together, 1/4 inch on the one at the top, okay, and 3/4 inch of this one. You can see the way I placed it. I brought out 1/2 inch under. Okay, then I'll take to my sewing machine. I'll sew 1/4 inch. Okay, this is it. After sewing them, I'll open up like this. Then I'll take this. You can see the 1/2 inch that I brought out earlier. I'll fold. I'll use it to cover the 1/4 inch. You can see what I'm doing. Then place like this. You can see. Then I'll take to my sewing machine and I'll sew. Okay, this is it. After sewing it, you can see. So next, I'll fold in half like this. You see the joint part, I will place it at the middle. Okay, you can see the way I placed it. You can see. Okay, next I'll take to my sewing machine. I'll sew 1/2 inch from here to here. Okay, this is it. After sewing 1/2 inch. Okay, next I'll be making a running stitch from beginning to the end and I will gather it. So I'll start. Okay, I'll be jumping it by 1 inch. Okay, I'll just be gauging 1 inch and I'll be making a running stitch. I'll pull tightly, okay? Then I will pass it back. When I get to the end, I will knot it. Okay, this is it. Next, I'll open them up. You can see what I'm doing. Okay, this is it. Next, I'll be attaching it to the back of my Zara cap. Okay, I'll first attach them middle to middle. I'll open up you can see the allowance at the back. From the front, I'll insert my needle first. You can see what I'm doing. Just watch what I'm doing. Then I will bring it out. Next, I'll come to the side. Next is to sew this part to the band. You can see to the top band here. I'll use it to cover these stitches that I made here. Okay, I have done it on this side. You can see. So next, I'll be sewing this side. Okay, I'll be sewing just this first strip. Okay, I'll just sew it like this, just like I did here. Just watch what I'm doing. I'll first pass my needle. Then I will pick up the first strip. Try and hide your thread, okay? So I will pass in my thread where it will not be visible from inside. And see what I'm doing. Then I will pass it back from there. hide my thread and I will knot it. Still stretches, okay? You can see. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in my next video. Thank you for viewing.